So Robbie joins me at Fiveheads Park after watching Bognor win 3-1 against a very competitive Horndean team. Overall, Robbie, what's your thoughts?
Listen, really happy with the progression we're making. Make no mistake about it, Horndean are a very good team. You know, for Bermy to get the players the way he gets them at it, passing a good footballing team. He's such a top man, Bermy, and his club and his team represent him the way he should do. And it was a good test for us. I thought we were good in spells. I think we kept on giving the ball away in certain areas at crucial times, which inevitably you end defending too many times when you shouldn't be. So there's plenty of positives, plenty of negatives in terms of we can get better, we can do things better. But you know, there's a step in the right direction, and we enjoyed the workout. It was a good game. So yeah, onwards and upwards, and we've got some tough games coming in now with Dorking as well, and on Sunday, and then the following Saturday Chichester. So they're going to be two good games for us.
Well, it's another day and another groin injury, unfortunately this time to Jake Flanagan. It looked like he went down off the ball. I did speak to him and he said he was just felt something, so hopefully it's not as bad as first thought. Is there any update on that one?
The update is hopefully we caught it at the right time, and we didn't overexert himself in terms of how much time he played. So that might be important in terms of his recovery. But we're hoping that it can be something that can be rectified pretty quick. But you never know with groin injuries, and you've got to be careful. So it's one we've got to have a look at. But we'll assess it. And one thing we don't need is injuries. And we'll try to keep them away. And then obviously when we've get down to the sort of bare bones at the end in terms of the plays we've got. So listen, we're happy with everything. And if we've only got one slight injury, that's better than nothing.
Well, I've seen today the versatility of the players is unbelievable. Joe Dandy going from centre back to right back, and he literally just looked like a natural right back, didn't he? Played like, I think that's the best I've seen him play in a Bognor shirt.
Yeah, no, Joe was terrific. He's been terrific since he's come in pre-season, to be honest. So we're really pleased with Joe's progression and how he's doing. So long may that continue. He's such a great lad. He's an infectious lad, and he's one of them players that you can utilise, and you can put him in certain areas of the pitch, and he'll do a good enough job just as he does in his preferred position. So he's done great since he's come back, and we're really pleased that he's here, and hopefully he's enjoying it. And like you say, he's played really well today.
Well, we're going from one Joe to another. We saw Joe Hancock here supporting the boys, which is good. Yeah. At least he's not at home resting. Yeah. So is that a positive sign about his groin injury?
Yeah, positive sign in terms of that. But we're not too sure the full extent of the injury. But hopefully doesn't feel it's as bad as what first thought. So that's one we've just got to monitor, and obviously hopefully we can get that back as soon as possible.
Well, we saw a couple of new players on show today. Tyrone in the first half, and then Nathan coming on. I must say, very impressed from sitting by you on the commentary to doing a line. Tyrone's second half performed much better than he did the first, I think. And Nathan took his goal excellently. I mean, that's a great finish. Is there any updates on them, or is there any other triders coming in, or is it just them?
Listen, there might be one or two. We're really pleased. Obviously Tyrone, you've got to give Tyrone a little bit of leeway and slack in the first half, because it's the first time he's really seen us play and how we want to play. So that'll get ramped up as the more times we do shape. And we're really pleased with Tyrone. He could be a good addition, hopefully. We'll see how that works out in the next 24, 48 hours. And obviously Nathan done great. He's a young kid, but there's certainly potential in there. And we'll have a chat with Nathan, see where he's at. But no, it was really positive the way he took his goal. It was a great finish, and there's still, you see it. There's still things he can work on, and he will get better and will get stronger in them situations. But we're really pleased with that he's come down to play, and we'll hopefully have some news on these players in the next couple of days.
Yeah, which I'm sure the fans are on the edge of their seats. Talking about games, unfortunately, as we all know, Wednesday's game against Portsmouth postponed due to a COVID outbreak at Portsmouth. We're of course hoping that everyone's fine at Portsmouth and just making sure that everyone's following the protocols, and it has to be done, doesn't it? It's unfortunate because it would have been a real good evening for the Bognor boys and the Bognor fans, yourself, but it's just unfortunate, isn't it, Blakey? It's safety first at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and safety's paramount with what's going on at the minute, and people, we've got to make sure we look after these people. And while it's disappointing in terms of for the plays and stuff, but the amount of rubbish that's gone on for the club in terms of no games, no income. It's been difficult, and we live for them days of pre-season game with friendlies of Portsmouth, and they're the ones that sort of set you up for a nice successful season or a good season in terms of the financial situation. It's disappointing that we can't do it, but listen, like you say, if it's a COVID interception, and like you say, the safety's first and foremost.
Is there going to be any more training sessions in the week, do you think, or are you going to give the players a break after the Monday session?
No, we'll be in.
Yeah.
No, you can't keep giving players time off. We need to get better. We need to get stronger. We need to get fitter. And the only way he's doing that is being on the training ground and replicating it in the games. And we'll have the players in this week. We're not too sure what Wednesday might bring. If we can try and get a game, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see how all the injuries are, and then we'll go from there. So
we're going on to Dorking next Sunday. Of course, it's an earlier kick-off of 1 p.m. Do you think there will be any of the guys back, like any of the Harveys, Gavins, or anyone? Amadou might be back.
Well, we're hoping a couple could come back. I think Gavin hopefully will be available, and so we're just hoping. What we don't want to do is everyone come back so quick. We've got to try and just bring players back gradually and make sure that they're ready, because what we don't need is these players to come back and then all of a sudden we're back to square one with the injuries.
Yeah, well, just quickly, a bit of positive news which we've just heard from Simon. Ethan Rubb signing his papers at the moment as we speak. Of course, getting a picture with Simon. Ethan Rubb, what a signing that he has decided to sign for the Works. Of course, going to Brentford, coming back, obviously no fault of his own because Brentford getting promoted.
Yeah.
I'm sure if Brentford stayed in the Championship, he might have continued to stay, but I thought he done excellent, and it's just really good to see, and all the fans are over the moon, Blakey. How do you feel about Ethan signing today?
Well, everyone knows my admiration for Ethan, not only as a footballer but just as a person as well, and he's got so much talent, the kid, and we've done very, very well to keep hold of him, and that speaks volumes for how good the club is to keep hold of the calibre of Ethan from where he went from in his last couple of months to play for Brentford and do really well. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but if he keeps working hard, keeps listening, I think the sky's the limit for Ethan, and so we're pleased to have someone of the quality of Ethan.
Well, all in all, so many positives today. It's a pleasure speaking to you, Robbie, and we'll see you on Sunday against Dorking, and we hope all the boys can get a good recovery. Hopefully the weather stays as it is and you can continue catching the tan, mate.
Yeah, and you know what, the one thing that was really disappointing was that we didn't have a video of you running up and down that touchline, because
mate, I'm absolutely shattered, mate.
Yeah, if the fans could have seen that, I mean, you would have got so much stick.
I
just couldn't believe, but what I couldn't believe is you kept your flag down every time we went forward. So
Bias, mate.
luckily we had 3 goals already. But cheers, mate.